Hi, ladies, and welcome back to Your Love Sisters podcast. I'm Mia, and I'm here with Juliette, as always.
Hi, girls.
And this week, we're going to talk about first dates.
Yeah, actually, it's going to be a really cool topic because we've had a lot of questions asking how to act on a date and all of that. So we're going to go through all of the steps from is it a good signs to go on a date with that guy, how to get ready for that date, how to act on this date, and what to do post date. So full date routine for you.
Yeah, I think it's needed in this crazy dating generation.
Yeah, I feel just the fact that we can help you filter whether or not to go on that date will make you save a lot of time as well and energy.
Yeah, true. There's definitely signs before the date too of what he's saying to you, what he's texting you, if he's planned something. So
is it worth your time for sure? Because once again, we're here to find you a high value man. You can go on a lot of dates if you want, if you do not follow our advices, but then you might not end up with the type of man you do want to go with.
Yeah, you can go on a date every day of the week. Like, men are easy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't want you to just go on any date. We want you to get the high value man. So maybe we should get into actually before the date, like what he will text you and...
Yes, and maybe also... So we've been a bit over where to find high value men in our past episode on how to get princess treatment, but we'll just go over it once again really fast, just so for those that didn't hear this episode, you can already have this information as well. So before going on a date, you need to find that man.
Yeah,
that would be step number one. So there is multiple ways to find them. We prefer personally physical meeting, like finding someone in real life rather than online, because first of all, you don't want to be catfished.
Yeah, that's not. If you do find someone online, probably FaceTime them before you go on the date at least, so you can see some aspect of who they are and what they are.
Yes, and if you were to use online platform to date, we would not recommend Tinder or Bumble, but probably better to go on Hinge or those type of things if you really do want to use those platforms, because these two other ones are really made for
messing around.
Yeah. It's not where you'll find a high value person, and especially someone that's probably a serial dater and therefore a really good manipulator. So we want to avoid those men.
Yeah, these guys are probably more than likely going on many, many dates. And because they're going on many dates as well, they're not going to give you like a crazy, amazing experience because...
they won't value any date. They're just there for fun and goal.
It'll be a coffee date, like.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
If not, it would be a drink and you'll pay for your drink.
50-50. And then you go home with them. That's what they're expecting. So no.
So yeah, those would be if you were to look online, but we do not recommend much. But if you want to find your high value man, we did say that 5-star hotel, just hang out in the lounge area, in the coffee area, maybe go to the restaurant, get a starter type of thing. That's where you'll find some men that are more high value as well.
Yeah, and there's other places as well you can go. We do recommend like events, like business events, like entrepreneur events, all of this type of events. There's either the F1, that's a good one, or polo events. There's many of these. And then as well, like organic grocery shops, we said.
Expensive grocery shop, expensive area in your city. Gyms, expensive gyms.
Yeah, this is a really good one.
If you have some berries boot camps, those type of things as well. Usually those people have really strong routine and are really into having a good lifestyle and all. And there's a type of people that have a good mindset and are usually high value people as well. So yeah, that would be a few places, restaurants, bars, like good areas. Those are a few good spots to find good people.
I think that's probably good enough. Even high end restaurants, if you can afford that yourself.
If not, just get a starter or a dessert.
Yeah,
and you share with your friends.
Yeah, or even dessert and a tea. You know,
you can enjoy the small things.
Yeah.
Yes. So that would be a few places where you can find a good man before a date. So now let's say I invited you on a date. What are the signs to say yes or no?
Yeah. So I would say that if a guy is very direct on where he's going to bring you, he has the whole, itinerary planned, that's a really good sign. That means that he's in his masculine energy for starters. So he's going to tell you what time he's going to pick you up at and what to wear. He might not even tell you where he's going to bring you, and that's fine. That's just him wanting to give you a little surprise.
Yes. So the guy that will message you, be ready at 8 p.m. I'm taking you. I'm bringing you, whatever. Those are the type of men you want to have. If he's going to tell you, hi, what do you want to do? Blah, blah, blah. No.
Yeah. It means that he's not being in his masculine energy, and he doesn't even know himself enough.
That's the type of guy that during the whole relationship will be asking, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And he's not going to do anything except if you plan things.
Insecure.
Yes. So you just don't want to even deal with that from the beginning, because at the beginning he's supposed to impress you. Yeah. And if he can't even impress you with the first date, that's a really bad idea.
And it's a good idea as well if he brings you like flowers.
Yes. That would be a good sign.
Yeah.
Also, if a good way to actually filter out a high value man and type of man you don't really want to have either is let's say you're on a dating app. Let's say you're on Hinge, and like in your profile, that's a good way to test it actually. You say you love Italian food. The guys will come up to try to get you out by saying, oh, I'll take you to a good Italian restaurant. That's like the process that will go and will happen. And that's a good sign to test actually, because if he's gonna bring you to the McDonald's of the Italian, if he's offering like the McDonald's Italian type of thing, that's already filtering out. You're busy during that night. You can't. And I think you're busy any other night of the week for that guy.
Yeah, and there's nothing worse than you putting so much effort and you wear like a fancy dress and everything, and then he's bringing you to like the local, I don't know, chip shop or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know,
exactly.
You know?
That's the thing. So once you feel, that's a really good way to filter. It's same thing for sushi. If he's taking you to like the one around the corner.
Yo Sushi.
Yeah. And no, there's Zuma.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
For those who don't know Zuma, it's a really good sushi restaurant.
Yeah, it's an amazing restaurant. Yeah, this actually happened to my friend this weekend. She said that, he wants to take me to like a sushi. And I was like, well, that can go one or two ways, you know, because there's like really high end and there's like sushi, you know. And we're not putting that down. It's just way more casual. And she had like a really fancy dress and everything. She just ended up that like, I'm not going because I don't know which end it's at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to feel embarrassed if you're fully dressed up and all and you end up in the mall. I mean...
Yeah, because she was literally dressed like for Oscars, you know.
Oh, and that's nice because you put such an effort.
Yeah.
And you girls have to remember, like, by the time you're getting on those dates, you will have already transformed into a high-value woman, and your time is so valuable. Don't even go just to see if he's not even putting the right signs from the beginning. To not waste your time and energy, because after he's also going to be messing with your head when you don't even want to have that happening.
Yeah, and even your intuition usually tells you anyway that there's something off. And you have to listen to that. You can't just keep ignoring the signs because you think, oh, well, I like this about him, or I like these little things about him. You should like everything about him.
That's the thing. From the beginning, red flags are so important. Don't ignore them. Better to see them and do not be the Lulu at the beginning saying you can change, whatever. If you see red flags, there will be even more red flags later on. So don't even waste your time and energy. You're not even emotionally involved at that stage. So don't even waste your time there. Yeah,
and don't think like, oh, well, I like this about him, so I could like change him into the man that I want him to be. That doesn't work. Like, this is a man's traits, characteristics, personality. If you're constantly trying to change him into like who you want him to be, he's going to resent you. So
you're not supposed to be the teacher of how you should behave a woman. You want a man that already learned all of the things and will take care of you like the way you deserve to be. Don't waste your time, your energy. That's going to be so much effort, and you're there to just enjoy your best life. If he's not at your level yet, it's his problem, not yours.
So what do you think of like an activity date if a man plans this on the first day?
I think a nice restaurant is always a safe bet.
Same.
It's like, it's nice, you can discuss, but not place too loud, because I want to be able to hear the person, to talk to the person. If it's too loud and you can't even communicate, even if the vibe is cool, like that's good, that's a place you can go with your friends. But if it's a place where you can't even discuss anything, there's no point. Like,
yeah, it's nearly like a nightclub.
Yeah, it's like, okay, just two physical people laughing at each other, like
enjoying the food. That's about it.
Yeah, and just smiling and smiling.
You can't connect.
Like, you can't connect at all. You can't learn more about each other. I think a good restaurant is safe.
Because the thing is, sometimes a man will like choose something just based on cheapness. You know, like we'll go golfing, or I don't know.
No, golfing is nice. It's expensive. But that's if you do like the full golfing experience plus a golf restaurant.
I mean, Top
in a golf club. No, not Top Golf.
Like, you know, these activities where
and I heard the
arcade.
You know, for me, I hurt the ego of the guys.
Why?
I'm too good at Top Golf.
Yeah,
and then
that's
they get
true.
destroyed, and that's already over for them. They hate it. So if you're really good at a sport and they're asking you, you're going to destroy their ego. Their masculine energy is going to go
you
to
have
the
to pretend
train.
you're bad. But I don't know if you should accept a date that's like activity, like arcade and everything. I love the arcade, but not on the first date.
Personally, I just don't like it. Me, I like a good restaurant.
Yeah.
And that's simple, that's straight to the point. No need to worry about what to wear. Like, just wear something classy, beautiful.
Heels,
like,
dress.
And that's where you can actually talk with people. And let's be honest, we all love food. So that's going to be a good thing. So yeah, but just, agreed. Like, avoid coffee dates, smoothie dates. I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, anything that's
Juice dates.
Like you can see that he could possibly be cheap.
Yeah.
Avoid.
Yeah, because if you can't even put effort from the first date, that says a lot.
And then as well, he's probably not putting that effort because he's doing that for many people, and that's not a high value man anyway.
So one more thing as well is to make sure you're ready to go on that date with that person, to filter him out. If he asks you on a date, let's say like a week before the date, and never follows up to confirm the date or like to reconfirm and confirm the plans, all of that, and you feel like you're the one who has to ask, are we still going on a date? Filter out. Next.
Yeah, gone.
Next.
You could be even a second option, you know. He could be waiting on the main priority that he was going to take out, and then it's like, oh, she's not replying, so I'll just text this one.
Yeah, exactly. But just, you cannot be the one that have to say, are we still going on a date?
This is not in your feminine energy.
No,
again.
and that means you're losing a lot of control, because then it's like, oh, she's interested, I got her. Like, no need to put any more effort.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And as well, it's probably good to not accept the time and the day that he says.
Yeah, there is also one rule that we have as femme fatale to make him really obsessed with you. It's only accept 50% of the dates.
Yeah, don't accept all of the dates.
You're too busy.
She doesn't mean 50-50, by the way, a bill.
No.
She means like only accept 50% of what he offers with going on a date, because you're so busy.
Let's say asking you twice out during the week, only accept one time. Yeah. Because the other time you're busy. You got a life, you're so busy, it's not your priority. He needs to know that is not your priority.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the pre-date qualification
is out of the way.
Is good.
Yeah.
Now let's go about how to get prepared for a date. So your legs needs to be shaved.
I mean, that's the basic.
Yeah, but you have to put an effort as well. Like, you have to show up as your best self.
Hygiene wise, make sure you're like 10 out of 10.
Don't even think about it only for him, but for you, it feels so good and amazing to feel beautiful.
Yeah, but for everyone, even the waiters and everything, you don't want to be smelling like.
No, for sure. But you have, one thing is, personally, even if I took my shower in the morning, if I'm going on a date at night, I will take another shower again, and I will need to do the whole refresh routine of like shower, shampoo, whatever needs to be done to feel great and clean and fresh and all of that. Yeah.
And cologne wise, like perfume wise, needs to be like your best perfume that will stay on you, that he like knows that that's your scent, because that can make him even miss you if he like.
Yeah, scent is important.
Yeah, the scent.
But for instance, there is one that's everything that tastes kind of sweet, smell type of sweet, vanilla, deep vanilla, even donut smell. Actually, it's weird, but like the sweet smell create a reaction in their brain as guys, and they think like, ooh, it smells yummy, and because they're gonna connect it with something sweet, they're gonna have the same feeling as when they eat a donut when they see you.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so they'll think like, ooh, she's delicious.
That is smart. Yeah, yes. She smells delicious. I want to eat her.
So usually vanilla smells actually are really good for that.
Yeah,
so
and I'd say
dark vanilla smell.
Yeah, I would say more a deep scent and a dark scent for like seduction wise is really good as well.
For instance, Black Opium YSL is actually really good because it's a deep vanilla and it still smells femme fatale like.
Yeah.
Same thing for Paco Rabanne Black Excess. I don't know if you know this one.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, this one is really good too. Or Diesel, the one that looks like a purple star.
Oh, Alien?
Loverdose.
Oh.
It's called Loverdose. All of those. Actually, they're all of my collection.
I love Joe Malone. I think it's called like Oud and Bergamot.
Yeah, Oud is good.
This is like my favorite. Any Arab scent for me is like, I love it. And I always get compliments on how I smell, men and women.
Yeah. But also you have to think that if you feel incredible, you know you look your best, you will innerly like feel like you're the prize and like you're worth so much. And you won't, even in the date, you will know your worth. You'll know how powerful you are, how beautiful you are. And you won't need to seek validation from him or anything, and you won't feel insecure. You will feel fully controlled.
You'll be so confident. You'll be like, I look absolutely amazing. I don't even need anyone to tell me anything because I look incredible.
It's just so important.
And then even the confidence that you give off on the whole date, he'll feel that from you, that you're like super confident.
Yeah.
And confidence is always attractive.
So also, just, make sure no hair on the legs anywhere. Kind of scrub, like make you feel good. I would say same thing for your hair. Don't put it too basic. Just
make sure you treat it before as well, like treatments in that week and type of thing.
Actually, the hair is super important.
Yeah,
if you have thick, long hair or like shiny hair, it's also another psychological thing of men. It's like if it looks healthy, it means that in their brain, it will connect to this woman as good health. She's gonna be able to give me good kids. Like it's in the mentality of men as like human, like as animals.
Even if you don't have like, because not everyone was blessed with genes of good hair. So I'd say if your hair is like, you don't have as much hair and it's not as healthy, I would say do treatments that week, and you can do extensions too.
No, I would think like really improve on your hair care routine.
Of course.
That's so important. I think extensions can actually hurt your hair.
It can, but if you're going just now and you have like 2 strands of hair,
just put it up and in a bun or like silky, like
it would still be just like boop.
You can find a way, but just really make sure like your hair routine and all those are important.
There's hair extensions that you can get clipped in.
Yeah, those are the ones that are not full time.
Yeah, don't get the ones that are permanent, like bonds and stuff like that.
Don't do that. That will rip off your hair.
But if you get an extension, because they have Russian hair extensions that look like it's real hair, and you just clip them, so you can just wear them that night and take them out. Is like perfect.
But it does make men more attracted to you unconsciously when you have healthy hair overall. So make sure they're shiny, make sure they're not messy or whatever. Just make sure they're being
nice
taken
style
care
that
of.
suits you. Like maybe not necessarily one girl's hairstyle will suit you. So make sure you kind of know your face and know what suits you, or even go to a hairdresser if you're awful at hair.
Yeah, just you need to show that you make an effort.
Yeah.
Same for makeup. Make sure you have nice makeup. Eyeliner is always a good thing for like a bit of a dark femme fatale vibe.
And it shapes the eye, and eyes are so important. They're the windows to the soul.
Yeah.
So they're super important. So I would suggest always wearing eyeliner, just knowing what eyeliner suits your shape.
That's you want a siren eye type of look that will make you seductive without even putting that much effort. That will just be in your look, and by the look of your eyes, you will feel attracted to you.
We talk about this in our book as well, all about like different products that we recommend that you get, and like siren eyes versus doe eyes. And if you don't know what that is, siren eyes are basically seductive and doe eyes are more innocent. So I do think as well, though, depending on your eye shape is what you should choose, because you're going to enhance your eye. So if doe is nicer on you, wear that. If siren is nicer on you, wear that.
That's trial and error type of thing.
Yeah, and you can learn how. Maybe I should do a video on how to actually do.
Yeah, you're actually really good at that.
How to actually do makeup as a femme fatale.
Yeah, that'd be actually really good.
Yeah,
we could do a full day to look
tutorial.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you know what to look like and how to get prepared for your date, also make sure that he is the one taking care of your travel to the date. If he cannot pick you up.
If he can't pick you up, then he needs to organize either an Uber or a private driver for you.
Yeah. You're not going to have to pay to get to a date.
Yeah,
No.
the whole experience is supposed to be handled by the man. Like you're supposed to not even have to think. Like you just follow him. Like whatever he says, whatever he, you know, he's in control.
Exactly. You need to understand that your goal in your next dating experience and then your next relationship is for you to be fully in your feminine energy. You do not want to be taking the masculine side of it anymore.
No, you
cannot
don't want
accept
to be,
it.
yeah.
So now you have to make sure that, he's taking care of it. And if not, someone else will.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so annoying to have to even think. As a woman, you just want to like switch your brain off because you know that you're with your man. And if he's not making you feel like that at the start, it's not a good sign.
Yes. Okay, so on the date, don't talk too much, but you can ask questions to them a bit and all, but don't be overly excited.
Let him control the conversation. Again, let him be the man.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the one that's more asking you the questions. And then you can just reply like, and you? Like, you know, more like that. It's not an interview and you don't want to kind of, I don't know, ask him everything, you know?
Yes.
Because I think when some girls have traumas of like previous relationships, they might rush into asking him all of like, what's his good side? What's his bad side? What's this and that?
No, you have to keep it chill.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't ask question and there is a blank, don't worry about it. It's not your job to fill the blank.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's actually better for him to overtalk because you're going to find out more about him. So if you just chill out, like let him control the conversation, you reply with your answers. I would say don't say too much, but don't be where you're like super secretive because he will think like this girl is strange or there's something weird with her.
You cannot be too closed up, but you need to stay mysterious. You cannot give your whole life story.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing that you cannot also like let him ask you really deep questions, or like if he's pushing to know more and more and more and more, that's not a good sign either. It's like you're allowed to have your privacy. It's the first date. You don't know that guy. You're allowed to keep things private.
Yeah. And I would say another thing that's really bad is a bad sign of a guy is if he asks you like your body count.
Oh, that's like
finished.
Bad.
Yeah.
That's no point. Like body counts, past relationships. I mean, it naturally comes into the conversation, but sometimes you just don't want to talk about X because that when you talk about X, that's a little bug. Exes, they kind of are trying to see what is the standard of what you're expecting from him.
And what's the problem with you? A lot of men that are like in that kind of manipulative vibes, they're thinking like, so were you a bit crazy too then if your ex treated you like that? Like they'll start to kind of switch it around and it'll make you feel so uncomfortable and it will just go downhill from there.
Yeah, no, it's not a good sign.
No.
Not a good sign when he does that. And I had something to say, I forgot.
We were talking about on the date.
I have a big blank right now.
What's it on the date? Yeah, don't go too deep. Keep yourself mysterious.
Oh, yeah. Also, like the way you want to be perceived on the date, body language is really important. You have to use body language, and you can actually read body language to see if he is interested in you or not during the date. So for you, you're a lady, you cross your legs. No question asked. Back straight.
Just on that topic of cross legs, some ladies that have bigger thighs, they don't want to cross their legs at the top, but cross their legs at the bottom.
Yeah. Just making it seem like it's closed.
Yeah, you're late. Yeah, you're lady like. It's not open entrance for service.
But yes, be cautious of the way you're behaving because you want to act as a lady. You have etiquette. You know how to eat properly. You're not messy. You don't talk and eat in the same time. You make sure you have straight back, all of that. And when he's talking, look at him in the eyes the whole time. And you cannot be the one breaking the eye contact because you're listening to him. If he's breaking the eye contact, that means he's a bit nervous, and that's a good sign for you.
Yeah, and it shows that you're so confident if you're just like directly the whole time looking in his eyes. Yeah, you're nearly like a man eater.
Yes, that's actually really good because then you will feel like you have the control, and that's good. And he's going to try to impress you even more.
Yeah.
So for his side, to see if he's actually into you,
He's going to lean forward.
Lean forward. His legs and his feet have to be facing you.
Yeah.
They have to be facing you. That means like he is in the conversation. Same for the eye contact. If he's looking at you when you're talking, it's good sign. If he's looking around, scanning the environment, trying to look around, bad sign.
Or
like
even looking
sign.
past you is a bad sign. It's like, oh, who's over there?
Yeah, he's distracted. He's not into what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that would be a bad sign.
And looking at the lips, him looking at your lips is a good sign because he's attracted to you.
Yeah. Actually, there are a few signs that are so subtle, like on a guy that he doesn't even know that he's doing when he's interested.
He doesn't know that we know.
Yeah, but that you can read. If when you're talking, his lips are a bit opened, instead of being closed mouth, but like parted, that means he's attracted to you.
There you go.
What was that? If his eyebrows are raising and his nostrils are flaring, it means he's really attracted to you, like physically as well. Those are small signs, but like it's just human body reaction.
Yeah, it's like, we can. So look at these signs the next time that you're on a date. And if he's doing all of these things, that's a really good sign.
Yeah. And sometimes he will also be fidgeting around. If he's like a bit nervous around you, it'll be fidgeting, trying to touch things around because he's nervous. So you can see, and that should make you feel in control and more at ease because you got the control in that date.
I remember one guy actually that I went on a date with before. He had like a tissue in his hand and he was like literally putting it around his finger the whole time. And I was like, what is he doing? But it was nervousness for sure.
But that's the same thing for a girl. Do not play around with your hair.
No.
Do not like pick at your fingers or anything that can be signs of you being nervous because those are signs that he might even notice as well. So you're a confident woman. You have nothing to lose going into that date. You are investing some time. You are the one giving him a chance to have your time. So don't feel like you have to impress him. He needs to impress you.
Yeah, he needs to impress you.
You just need to have a little, a little talk before going on the date that will bring you back to the power that you need to have. You're there for what? For you. Is it for him? No. Do you need to impress him? Not really. It's not your job. You already impress everybody with your beauty and your aura and your magnetism.
You're just given a certain image because that's you as a woman. Like you're given that standard because you are a high standard for yourself and others.
Yeah, so have a little pep talk, or if not, we might actually do a little audio of like pre-date motivation.
That would be good.
So you listen to it before going on a date and you make sure that you act like the prize, you're confident, you're ready for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that the date is going on, same thing, you can ask a few questions, blah, 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 you talk. But he has to take the lead, you can be more mysterious and all. End of the date. How does the end of the date happen?
I would say that the end of the date, the guy shouldn't try and make any move on you on a first date.
But before that?
Oh, what, paying?
The bill.
Of course he pays.
Yeah,
that's 100%.
So don't even bring your wallet.
Don't even suggest that you pay at all. Like I would say even during the date, I would kind of make a few hints before we go on the date that you're very like, you're traditional in these morals and that type of stuff, that he understands that with this woman, like, I will pay. If you don't want it to be awkward where he asks you. I think if he asks you to pay, honestly, I would just walk away. I wouldn't pay.
No, don't even spend, no.
Like, I would just be like, thank you for your time, goodbye.
Or if not, you just tell him, I'm so sorry. I didn't know we were just being friends here.
I'm so embarrassed. I thought we were like really getting along.
I thought it was a date this whole time, but actually, you just wanted to be friends.
Yeah. He will be so embarrassed.
Yeah. I'm like, just by ego, you'll have to pay. Because then you'll know like he has no more chances with you. It's over.
The thing is, it's over anyway, so don't care what he thinks of you at that stage. Like, if you want to be a bit rude at that stage, nobody cares. Like, goodbye, see you later, go.
And anyway, you can leave, like, the waiter is still going to be looking at him anyway.
I'm going to the toilet.
Bye. So yeah, don't worry about that part. Like, you shouldn't even have to worry about that part.
Yeah.
And yeah, agree. Afterwards, don't go back home with him at all.
Even if he tries to kiss you, I wouldn't.
No. The first date, you don't give anything, no.
No.
Because you are hard to get.
Yeah, it's like...
You can't even...
If he thinks you're doing that with like a guy every day of the week, he's going to be like, wow, like, this is questionable. You know?
He's testing. Of course, as men, they'll want to have a kiss because, you know, like...
They're men.
They're men and hormones and whatever.
Yeah.
But afterwards, they might think like, oh, first date you kiss? Like, what? No, you don't want to be like that type of girl. You're the girl that has high values, high standards, and you need to work hard to even get anything from her.
And yeah, and you need to even see, like, he needs to understand that you're more on the vibe of, I need to learn who you are and like what you're about before to even like open up to you in this way of like, you know, giving a kiss to someone.
Yeah.
So yeah, no first kisses on the first day.
Yeah, and no, you of course say thank you for him if he pays.
Actually, many women text us in on the page asking us, should I say thank you, like if they gave me a gift, or should I say thank you if they brought me out? Of course you say thank you. You're going to say thank you to anyone that takes you out. That's just basic values and morals and respect and decency.
Yeah.
So of course, thank you so much for bringing me. That's it.
Yeah. And he will feel validated and he will be happy because he has done the job as a man. And that's what you want him to feel, good when he's in his masculine energy.
And make sure you're really polite to the waiter as well.
Yeah.
To the working staff that's in the place. Even if they're really rude or they're doing something wrong or they made your order wrong. I would suggest like you don't start to, you know, be rude or stuff like that. Just hold yourself high. I would say pretend that you're like even being filmed of like the public of what they would see in this vibe, you know. You want to give your best self. You want to be really respectful, really nice, kind. Thank you the whole time to the waiters. Like, thank you.
Be nice.
Yeah.
You want to have a good image.
Yeah. And for yourself too, not for him, as we said before.
Yes. Yes, it's important because then it's like shows as well your value, what type of woman you are. And nobody wants a woman that's just mean to others.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. And also, if he does say like, oh, I don't know, maybe he has an animal, for example, like say he has a dog at home and you love dogs and he's like, oh, I'd love you to come back and meet like my dog, or I don't know, oh, I have this movie like downloaded, would you like to come back and then I'll drop you home after? Don't go. Tell him that like, oh no, sorry, I have work in the morning, I'm up really early, or
I have my workouts in the morning.
I have my workout, or anything that you want to say to him, like, oh, I actually am going to the gym with my trainer at this time. I don't stay up late at all. Yeah.
No, don't go back. No matter what he says, no matter how tempted it is, even if you really want to, in the long run, it's going to be good for you to actually just have left at that time.
Yeah, just leave at the time of the date that the date is over, and he should drop you home to your house and make sure that you got home and safely inside. That's a really good sign. If he waits until you get through your door and then he leaves, that's such a sign of a masculine man.
Protector man.
Yeah, that's a great sign.
But as well, when we say thank you, but don't be overly happy and overly excited of the fact that he invited you out. That's like needy type of girl. You
don't be too much. Don't be over the top of like, oh, thanks so much, it was so nice, it was amazing, and I really love catching up with you, and no,
I can't wait to see you again. No, you need to make it hard for him too.
You can't be too easy or giving it to him on a plate, like. And then as well, again, he will think like you're obsessed. Guys overthink in this way, like even if you just say a few words, they already think that you're obsessed with them.
But they're already delusional.
Yeah, they're like, delusional.
You follow him back on Insta. She loves me.
Yeah, she wants me.
They have an ego.
Yeah.
They have a big ego.
They are the ones that go by the saying Delulu is the Salulu for sure.
So you have to make sure they know it's not that easy.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're just going to be so happy and I'm the boss, I got all the girls I want, blah, blah, blah. And you don't want to act like any other girls he's already gotten.
Yeah, you're different. You don't have time for this shit.
No, you're that girl.
Yeah. So now we will go on to, what was the other topic that we wanted to talk about?
Post date.
Post dates now we're going to go on to.
Don't message him. It's not your job to message him.
Yeah, he needs to message first. He should actually text after the date saying like, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to get to know you. Like, I'm really glad to have met you. And it would be great if he says like, do you think you'll be free anytime next week? This is a great sign. Like, he's following up to thank you for your time. That's respect in itself. And he wants to see you again. That's a huge sign that he likes you.
Yes. Exactly. It's not your job to message him afterwards. Like, you already said thank you after the date. No need to say thank you again for taking me out. That's needy, girl. You don't.
Yeah, don't start doing that. Definitely not. Yeah. Thank you again. Oh, no.
No. And so yeah, then just see how it goes. Go with the flow. Stay femme fatale, of course.
If he doesn't message you, you're dead now.
Yeah.
You're gone off the planet.
Even if the date went really well, if at the follow-up is not there, if he just ghosts you for 2 days and then come back like, hey, sorry, it was busy. Are you ready for another date type of thing? It's no.
I would say maybe don't reply again, or you take like a week to reply. Oh,
I was busy too.
I was really busy. I went on a trip. And he doesn't know what trip you went on. You could have been with a whole husband. Yeah, that's your future.
Lost your spot. Too late.
Too late. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think those are some good tips on
following up
date. If you have any other question on that topic, or like what to wear type of thing, drop us a message. We're always here to.
Yeah, in our book Glow Up, it's really good in the sense of it goes through each body shape and body type, and what we suggest that you wear on your date to accentuate your body type.
Yeah, so we already have a lot of guides already ready for you girls. And if you have any extra questions, we're always happy to go over this topic again during a friend podcast or even on some post on Instagram or whatever. So yeah, we're here to help you. That's like, honestly, our job for us is to make sure you find that high value man that you deserve. Yeah,
we want to help you genuinely. Like, any questions you have at all, we always get back to everyone on the Instagram. So yeah, definitely let us know if you need any tips or help.
And also, if you are stuck in a toxic relationship, message us as well. Like, we will be able to help you, guide you,
support you.
Yeah, through either leaving that guy, how to handle it, type of thing. Like, we are here to help you. Really.
And everything stays confidential, by the way. We don't even talk about your story with other people in terms of, even with not mentioning names, we don't even actually tell your story at all. Like, we will not go and say it to anyone outside of me and Juliette, you know.
We're like lawyers and doctors. Confidentiality.
Yeah, but really, because I did have some girls write into the Instagram page asking like, will you kind of know me, or, you know, like, yeah, because we do get a lot of women that are quite famous too writing into our page, so they can think like, oh, are you gonna like know who I am and stuff like that, but believe me, your secrets are safe with us.
Yeah. And even if people ask us like, oh, what type of girls are you working with and all, we don't even mention that. Like, it's private,
everything,
especially that side of your life. You are probably already struggling with that some aspect, and the fact of opening up, you're being so brave. So you should be proud of yourself to even try to share your story so we can help you and guide you. So don't even get the fear of us sharing anything.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think, should we answer a few questions now?
Yeah, let's answer the questions. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay. How to make him chase you if you haven't been in contact with him for a few months?
I would say if your Instagram is public, definitely play up on Instagram. Start posting like your best life. Don't overpost where he knows every minute of the day where you are, what you're doing. But I would say definitely look your best self. Show that you're doing self-care, you're like improving yourself. Maybe you take like a picture in the gym.
Yeah,
you know,
those always work. Honestly,
these
gym
always work. Like, where you look amazing in the picture, he's gonna text you.
Yeah, don't try to ask him to say anything. Don't even talk to him. But with the way you'll be posting and the energy you'll be giving of like you're becoming your best self, you'll be like, I want to be around that girl.
Yeah, if you're glowing up, that's the best way.
And if he doesn't contact you, it's not right for you. So don't like waste your time either on him.
Definitely do not chase him.
Yeah,
that's gonna literally destroy your own ego, because we all have an ego in some sense, and yeah, he'll think he's totally in control for the whole of the relationship. Then it's not good no matter what, even if you do get him.
Even if you like a guy, don't think he's the only one for you. Like you cannot, especially if you're not in a relationship with him or anything, don't be blocked on one single guy.
No. You're single you can date as many as you want. Okay, so how to recover after a courtship did not work, as I easily get attached. No intimacy though.
Oh, and no intimacy is great.
That's great.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, same. That shows that you have high
Controls.
morals and values and respect yourself on a high level. The fact that he's not following up and you didn't get, you didn't.
That's fuck by energy.
Yeah, like the fact that you didn't even give anything of yourself. Like you obviously are a classy woman and you behave properly, and he still didn't follow up after courtship. That's not a good sign. Like,
it's not the right man for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste my time overthinking about what you done and stuff like that, because it can just be a guy that either he can have a whole other relationship that you don't even know about and he's just trying to fuck around, and then the fact that you weren't open to that, he's gonna go for the next easy girl. You
don't want to be like that. And I think you need to learn a bit about detachment, because it's important to go over this topic.
Yeah,
when even for you to understand before going on dates, so you don't get too involved emotionally. Don't share too much of personal things once again, so that will be a bit of a barrier of you being too involved in the relationship either.
Yeah,
they need to go through an admission process before you can put down that detachment barrier.
And she even says in it, I easily get attached. So
that's
definitely practice detachment.
Yeah,
that's our advice to you.
We'll have a full episode, I think, on detachment, because that's a really hard topic to maybe understand and really process. So we'll have that coming up for you girls.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
So next question. This one is actually really nice because I love this topic. How to become the greatest manifester. I want to manifest abundance and love.
We actually have a lot of manifestations on like meditations and everything that are super powerful. I would suggest that you need to do shadow work.
I think it's a full process. You go through shadow work, but then you also have to do affirmations, visualization, and we, like you said, we have one of my favorite meditation of ours is money magnet meditation.
Yeah, it's
incredible.
So powerful.
It will literally, you will close your eyes and see dollar bills falling in front of you.
We listen to this all the time. It's so powerful, and any women that have gave us feedback on it, they said it's so powerful as well,
because it does put you in this frequency. Like your body becomes in this frequency that it will attract the things you desire in life. If you listen to the money magnet one, money will be attracted to you energetically. Same thing for love. We have one coming up for love. That's how to find your perfect partner.
Yeah, dream man meditation.
That will be coming up soon. It's a really long one, so it took us some time to get done.
This one is amazing. It's over 30 minutes long. Yeah. It's really deep. It like goes to the really details of attracting the man that you want. It's like really fine details.
And the power of manifestation, if you do it consistently, in cohesion with a good lifestyle and really power of your thoughts as well. If you listen to the meditation and then you still think negative things about yourself and about your future, this will put a huge break on your manifestation power. You really need to really be careful of your thoughts, because your thoughts become your reality. So what you have to think about is, I am powerful, I am in control, I have my dream man. And you have to talk about it in present tense. Don't even talk about it in the future tense. You already have it. And then because you already have it, you have the frequency that will attract it.
Yeah, and I would say don't be too desperate too. I think that does kind of the reversal. If you meditate and you're like desperate for it, like
I want it so bad.
Yeah, you're shown it's like you want it so bad is a bad way to manifest. It's you already have it.
You already have it.
Already yours.
Yeah, and you have to, it will become a part of a routine for you. It will become like one of your daily habits. Do it in the morning. Morning meditation, morning practices are really important. So if you do it in the morning, every single morning, it becomes a routine. That will impact your life, and everything you want will will come to life.
Yeah, the small habits that you do every day is actually what creates your life, and that's what you need to remember. It's the small habits, daily habits that you choose to do every day that's going to change your life, really.
And even I'm a big believer in vision board. And let's say, for instance, I personally have my vision board as a background of my phone. So every single time I watch my phone, I see my vision board and what I want. And since I've been doing that and doing all of the meditation and all, I am seeing 111 every day, 1111, 4444. And all those are those signs of the universe that the things you are wanting and manifesting are going to come to fruition soon.
Yeah, another good suggestion is as well, if you have a clear back phone, like a phone case, you can write down everything that you want or everything that you already have, basically. So it's like, I live in a mansion, like let's say
rich.
I am rich, I am beautiful, I have this, whatever it is that you want. If you write all of that down on a piece of paper, stick it into the back of your phone, you carry your phone everywhere. So every time you see there's writing on the back of your phone, even if you're on the way to work or you're on your lunch break or anything at all, you'll have a moment to just read it. So you're going to read that multiple times a day, and that's the best way to actually get it into your brain.
And you're even for, let's say, for your background of your phone, for me, I've put the things I want, and I also put a sentence that says I attract what I want. And every time I look at my phone, I see that and I read it and I know it's going to happen.
Yeah, this is great tips. So the next question is, hurting a man's manhood, can it be a reason to be ghosted?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, it can. If you've hurt his manhood, that's like his biggest pride.
But don't start chasing him now, because it's already like
it's going to want. No, I think he would want to like actually get you back for that, and that can be. He might want to like revenge, because that's like deep hurt. Like that will hurt him deeply. Yeah. Don't worry about him. Just find another guy. Like, because this one is probably not so good.
Yeah, either find another guy, or he might try and come back to you. And if he does say like, "Oh, you hurt my feelings," like you were a bit like coming for my, my image or something. I would say, just apologize. Sorry. Like, if you hurt the guy, you hurt the guy.
But maybe she did say that, like, hurt his manhood because he was lacking a lot of it.
If he's at fault, or if you think in any way that he's at fault here, you don't apologize.
And just next.
Yeah.
Don't need to have him in your life.
Next.
Ciao. Someone else will have a good manhood for you.
Yeah. Maybe he's not manly enough for you, and that's why you hurt his manhood. So bye.
Okay, should we get to the next one?
Yeah.
How to show him my boundary through texting.
I wouldn't turn into the whole like nag thing of like giving him a whole checklist of what he needs to do or behave like. I think you can throw like natural hints in when he asks maybe you stuff, but definitely don't.
Like, let's say he asks you questions and you respond and you elaborate a bit of a response and you say, yeah, it's really is important based on my values. Like, you will get hints from that. Like, if you talk about your values here and there, you will see like, oh, she's a high value woman type of thing.
You don't need to like copy and paste your notes of like
don't have a checklist on your phone and be like, you got to do that. And it's actually more powerful if you tell him if something you do is actually wrong. I won't even tell you.
Yeah, this is a great thing to say. If you're in the conversation of like, what he might ask you, like, what are your expectations of a man, or like what do you want from a man? If you say to him, like, you tell him kind of the main things that you want, and then
if you give him the plan, you're putting it easy for him. He's just going to do exactly your plan for the first month or two, and then ciao, and you will already be emotionally involved, and it would be too late for you. Yeah,
I would just say to him like, if you do something wrong, it's more just like a turn off for me. I won't like be your mom and tell you like everything that you've done wrong. It's just like, you're not for me. So then he will literally walk on eggshells around you. He's going to think like, oh my God, I can't mess up in this way, I can't mess up in that way.
If you don't tell him exactly, he's going to be more careful of all of the little things.
Yeah, he's going to be careful for sure. He's going to be afraid to step out.
But by boundaries through texting, yes, just subtle hints here and there. If he's making some comments that are a bit too much, just tell him like, okay, I don't
feel comfortable.
I don't feel comfortable answering that, or I'm not like that. I don't.
Or like maybe that's for another time when we're like, you know,
I don't
deeper.
discuss those type of things that early on.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Just even put your boundaries by messages. If he goes over the top or makes jokes that are inappropriate, just tell him.
I would not reply to that, to be honest. Like if someone done a joke that's inappropriate, they're going to understand themselves that, oh, she didn't like that.
Yeah,
so great. Yeah, now you know I don't like it.
Yeah. Okay. Next. How do I make him ask me to be his girlfriend? We've been going on dates and talking so often. You cannot make someone to ask you to be his girlfriend. That's already a bad sign that he's not a man if he's not asking you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're given the signs of wifey material, he should ask you, and he should be like dying to ask you.
I think detached a bit. Go a bit more silence.
A guy knows even on the first date if he wants to be with you.
Yeah.
Just understand that, because a guy actually said to me we were together from the first date.
Aww.
Before. Yeah, and the second date it was like, because I was like, no, like I'm not sure.
But I feel like that depends on the culture though.
It
Because
does.
in France, like I know that in France there is no discussion of like, are we together or not?
Oh, you just like go together?
No, they will by behavior say now we're boyfriend and girlfriend without saying it. So,
I don't like that.
But in the US, you have to have that conversation of like, what are we?
I prefer that.
Me too.
Yeah, and I actually, Ireland is a bit like France in that way of what you're saying. Like maybe they just think that you are together, but I actually say to the guy like, don't think that you're with me until you actually ask me, and if I accept. Like, don't think we are together, because
and I think it's
not.
a good escape as well for them, because like they might be with you officially on some sides, but because you've never had the conversation, if some things go wrong, they'll be like, well, we're not together.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So even for me, like with French people, I would have to say I wouldn't be your girlfriend until like we have a conversation.
And if you ask me with something nice, like I remember one guy got me like a love heart necklace. Like it was like a gold jewelry, and it said on it something like I love you, and then on the back it had the date of when he's gonna ask me to be his girlfriend, and of course I accepted, because that was like
efforts.
Yeah, a good guy, and he was an amazing guy. So please remember.
Yeah, if you have to like beg for him, you shouldn't even have to ask. So if he's not, it's probably also because you're giving him everything he already could have in a relationship without the status. So go back a few steps, go a bit more quiet, do less effort. Also have another life on your side, like make sure you have your full life. You're not 24/7 with him. He needs to understand that he doesn't have you already. Like doesn't take you for granted without any labels.
Yeah, he has to put the label. That's an effort in itself of like, he's shown you that he's committed to you. And yeah, as Juliette said, like if they're just not telling you that they're with you, or they're asking you if they're with you, it can be a cop out of, if they cheat, it's like, oh, well, we weren't together. So yeah, be very careful with this. How to be a top priority to a man.
How to be a top priority?
I would say put yourself as a priority.
Yeah, and you need to make sure he has to work for it. Don't give him anything too easily. Same thing again, I think.
He has to work hard.
Work hard. Don't give him too much validation of like, he has you, he has a control over you. He constantly needs to make effort to keep you in his life. Like,
yeah.
And if he doesn't put you as a priority, it's just maybe not in his... it's maybe not the right time for him. If he has work as a priority, or his friends as a priority over you, it's not
awful.
Good. No.
Yeah, and I would say if you're putting yourself as a priority and you're loving yourself, he's going to learn that from you. Oh, like if she puts herself as this much a priority, or she loves herself on this level, I have no chance at all if I don't do that. So yeah, how you treat yourself is going to teach him how to treat you.
Exactly. Simple and easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think
we're finished up now.
We're good for today.
Yeah.
I hope you liked this episode on how to be ready for a date and all of the dating process. And if you have any questions, as always, don't hesitate to send us a message on our Instagram page, be.a. Femme Fatale. For those who don't know how to write Femme Fatale, it's FEMMEFATALE.